Is that working? I think it is. Ah, that looks promising. I think we're working. If we are, give us a thumbs up under the video as per usual, please. Somebody type something in the comments, whatever. Let's see. It looks good from mine. I'll just give it a second or two because there's always a bit of a delay while we see if it's working. Okay, it looks like all the views have just disappeared. That's interesting. Hang on a minute, let me fiddle around this end. Just a microphone on. Stream health. Something's gone wrong here somewhere, I think. Is it working? Is it coming out that end? Stream is healthy. Stream settings. Just looking this end. Says it's working. Don't know. Ah, eating pool. There we are. We're getting a thumbs up. I think there's just a bit of more of a delay than usual. Oh well, we'll cope, I'm sure. Evening, Greg. Excellent. Right, we are working there. Just a bit slow, I think. Okie dokie. So somewhere here there's some results, and then we'll have a few more thoughts on auctions, etc. going forward. Results are. Let me find the correct button. This button. Yep, here we go. Marvellous. And for the tea before it goes cold. These running through. Yep, they are. Okie dokie. So just leave these running through. So as usual, Miss World Order, some tokens, etc. Some sixpences. 25 quid. I think it was 200 in that lot. 2 shilling tokens, 825 in that lot. Quite a lot of those. Don't know what they're of. The other popular mills cash boxes. 45. The rotor machine, £90. I had an email from somebody, or text, I think it might have been, one or the other, to say, oh, I'm peed off, it went that cheap. I was going to bid for it. Which kind of proves the point, you should always stick your bid in, because you never know. I do keep saying it, when stuff's here to sell, it's here to sell. And what can I say? So make sure you get your offers in. And then you won't be disappointed that you didn't get something for too cheap. Anyway, a rotor, £90. And the next one, the little pin table, the Flying Scotsman, 219. And the big vending machine, 750. Nice thing that. Bit cheaper than the last one we sold. I think it was £1,000, wasn't it, the last one we sold? Yeah, so there we are. I think that was it. I think that was the highest one this week, the big vendor. Let's just have a look. I've listed some more machines today. We'll have a quick look at them in a minute. I'll just let this run through another time for those who joined in late. And I'll, in the background, while that's running through, just get up the page with the new stuff on I've listed today, which should be there somewhere. There we are, and stuff ending this week. We'll have a quick look at that as well, just in a tick. Marvellous. And then there's some more. What else do I know that's coming in shortly? There is some more stuff on its way. I suspect stuff might slow down a bit now due to the announcement of doing auctions again, which we'll talk about that in a minute. That's probably one of the inevitable things that's going to happen, I guess, for a few weeks, but we'll see. Evening, Chris. Yes, the Flying Scott pin table 219. Nice little project, that. Really nice graphics on it. And the big vendor 750. Okie dokie. Right, so just pause them. So we go over to the website. This Sunday there is half a dozen machines finishing. a couple of bandits, including that four-reeler, Golden Jokers, Rudiment, Cascade, some locks, which are getting hard to come by these days. I put the sizes on these locks. If you click on each individual one, you'll see it's got different length of barrels. So if you're looking for a particular length, I think they're all different as it happens. A few more lots of coins, etc. Then today I've listed 5 new machines. I'll try and get the videos done tomorrow with a bit of luck. So Brian's 5, when he's in a new cabinet, but it's an original door and mech and everything, all re-chromed. So that plays quite nicely. New solid oak case made for it. There's Mills High Top, treble 7, special award. The special award works. I put a note on there. I'm sure I had it working. Anyway, I'll check again on the video. It's got a very jazzy back door on this one. I think it's a bit of a showman's special back door paint job, which you'll see on the video as it spins round. So that's a 1p. The other Cascade, the Cascade Deluxe. I'm not actually sure what the difference between a Cascade and a Cascade Deluxe is, because I stood the two of them next to each other and I can't see a difference other than the Cascade Deluxe is slightly different inside, in the way the glass and the playfield is mounted. But unless I'm being really thick and there's something very obvious that I can't see, they look the same to me. Anyway, there you go. Cascade Deluxe. Brian's Bullion, that's on 1p. Speckled case. Could do with a new bit of plywood for the front door, as you'll see from the picture. But the chrome on it's not too bad actually. Just with another bit of a polish, that would come up quite nicely. We've not had a bullion for a while, so have a go at that. And then the Mad Money. With the Mad Money real bundle in it. That one working, that's on 2p, that one. These 3 machines, the Mad Money and the Bullion and the Cascade, are all coming from the Fairground Heritage Trust, so whatever they sell for, money goes into the FHT funds. So, bid generously, as they say. So that's those. What else was I going to say about machines? Yeah, so videos I'll do tomorrow on those 5 machines. I'll try and get some more bits listed as well. And I'll relist the big selector colour thing. Somebody please buy it because it's taken up half my garage. The other thing it didn't sell, I think, was the little vendor, the little hot nuts vendor. I'll probably give that another whirl. I'll perhaps leave them to the end of the week and put them on again. So there we are. So that's that lot. What should we look at now? Should I put the background of these auction pics on again? I had on, people like those on Sunday night. If I can find the button, is it still on here? I think it is. Yeah. Those of you who didn't join us Sunday night, all these pictures were I just having a rummage on the computer for a load of old auction pictures from the Elephant House in days of old, when we had the big auctions, all this stuff. So I'll leave these running in the background for a minute or two. So yes, had a very good reaction, unsurprisingly perhaps, to the news of doing proper auctions again in due course. These will be live internet auctions, so it'll either be me or I'll employ an auctioneer, whichever. Kind of like this, not on YouTube, but I'm sure if you've watched live auctions on Sarum.com or Easy Live, or what's the other one, BidSpot, or any of those 3, you'll get the gist of it. An auctioneer on live video, and you bid, click your mouse to bid. So we'll give that a whirl. The principal reason in the meantime is the Elephant House at the moment I can't really use for auctions because the roof on the main bit is just now too far gone. There's more buckets in there than there is space to put stock. Plus I'm still kind of stuck here in Cambridge a lot of the time at the moment. sorting the house out while I'm trying to sort this out to get it emptied and on the market, etc., etc., etc. Which obviously makes it a bit inconvenient to be in Leamington all the time. So we'll try it online for a bit, see how that goes. I'm going to do, the first couple will be kind of trial runs, which will basically be clear out of a lot of the stuff that's in this house and these sheds. So just all sorts of bygone bric-a-bracy stuff that Mum collected up over the years. The stuff lying about from auctions 10, 20 years ago, still got old lot numbers on, but she bought God knows why. I think when nobody else bid on stuff, she ended up buying it. Anyway, so we'll probably see a few old lots coming around again. But it's all got to go. So that'll be a good couple of trial runs. Time-wise, we're looking at probably April for a couple of trial runs, and then a proper auction in May is the plan at the moment. So as I mentioned Sunday night, the chap from Easy Live Auctions, they're coming to see me on the 14th, the day after the Northampton get-together thing, to show me how it all works and sort out all the tech. I want to see if I can integrate it into the ColdCon back end, i.e. so you don't have to log into 2 lots of accounts. I don't know if that's going to be possible, to be honest. It'd be nice if it is, but we'll have to see if I can make that work like that or not. So then the idea would be, if you haven't read the emails, to auction stuff starting in May probably. Like we had before, the mix of slot machines, we decided to do a mix. Slot machines, you know, fairground stuff, circus stuff, enamel signs, all the old jazz that we used to do. Mix it all up again. But small stuff like spare parts for machines, bags of coins, little bits and bobs like that, I'll leave on the website, on the ColdCon website, so they're not clogging up the auctions. And what I'm looking at doing is programming it to be fixed price. So you, as a seller, if you're putting some spare parts on, rather than waiting to see what offers come in, you just list them for £5, £10, whatever it is you want for your bit. So there's a bit more website I'm going to have to build to make that work, obviously, some more tools, as it were. Because the idea would be, get your stuff to us, I'd photograph it, put it on the website, and then you'd be able to type in what price you wanted for each item, and then sort of click a button to make it live, as it were, on the site. And also you'd need to be able to, perhaps if something hadn't sold for a few weeks, you might want to reduce the price a little. If you think about spare parts, you might list a spare part, and then 3 weeks later, sod's law, you find a machine and you need that part, so you need to stop the listing and take it home again, or whatever the case may be. So there's a few tools I need to build in to the website to make that work, as it were. So we'll get on to doing that in due course. Inevitably, as I said earlier on, it will probably be, I suspect, that people will start saying, oh, well, I'll save my machine, my whatever, until you start the auctions. So I don't know, but I suspect in the next 2 or 3 weeks, stuff may well tail off a bit. We'll see how it goes on that score. I know there are people who've been holding stuff back for 2 years, essentially, waiting for an auction. So in that respect, hopefully there'll be a little influx of stuff for the first sale as well, which will be nice. Yeah, so there we are. Any questions on any of that lot, let me know. Any questions, comments, do comment below. So viewing would kind of work the same as it does at the moment. For the meantime, at least, probably everything would be here in Cambridge. As I empty the house of bric-a-brac, I can fill it up with slot machines. You can come here and have a view, because I'm here most of the time. Just again, the same at the moment. There wouldn't be such a rush to collect stuff after an auction as there is with most other auctions, where you need to get the stuff out within a few days. If you want to buy something and leave it until a couple of weeks when you're in the area, or until the carrier comes or whatever, that wouldn't be a problem again. It may well be that we have to, just because of the sheer quantity of stuff, and if there's going to be more stuff and bigger stuff going through, I would think, if stuff isn't collected for a few days, I'd probably ship it back to the elephant house on my next trip, and store it there, because obviously there's more space there to store stuff. So that's probably how that would work. And as before, I could drop stuff off here or at the elephant house when I'm there, whichever. So there's 2 points depending on whereabouts in the country you are, makes things slightly easier as well. What other ideas have we had on that score? Can't remember offhand. Somebody asked, will we be taking credit cards? No is the answer to that one, because it just costs too much, and because I'm now no longer able to pass the costs on, it's just not feasible to do, because effectively, because I can't charge individuals the percentages that the bank takes for processing credit cards, it means I've got to charge everybody, which just isn't fair. So we'll leave it as it is. Bank transfers are so easy these days to do. Most people use online banking, or just go to the bank and do it. Or come and pay cash, of course, if you come the next day, whichever. But it's worked fine for the past, year. Bank transfers works great. And again, we'll try and use the same system as we've got at the moment, where if you're buying something and selling something at the same time, you can contra one against the other. So you're not doing unnecessary transactions backwards and forwards. Again, that's something that's worked quite well, I think. Regarding then fees, I don't know yet, because it depends what deal I can do with Easy Live, because there's a charge, it's several £100 per auction charge for me to use their system. So obviously that's got to be taken account of. And what staff, if any, I need to employ to help run it, and so on and so on. So all I can say is we'll be cheaper, as we always have been, than any other auction in the land. I doubt it will be as cheap as we used to be at the Elephant House, because that was ridiculously cheap, because I did everything myself. Because as I say, now I'm going to have to buy in some extra services and or some staff as well, which will all got to be paid for. So I suspect it will be a bit more expensive than it used to be, but not as expensive as other people. So you'll still be getting a cracking deal, hopefully. And then regards to the website, the Colcon costs, what we're going to do with that, I don't know, again, at the moment. Because if it comes just a place to sell bits and bobs and spares, the database soon will just continue to grow and grow and grow with all the information on machines, etc. That's just an ongoing lifetime kind of project. But again, you've got to find some way of paying for it, because it costs money, more than you realise probably, to host a big website like this, because it's feeding out so many photographs. Although the internet is free for you to use your end, or in your unlimited internet deal you have with Sky or BT or whatever. For me to run a website isn't free. It costs me money to host a website and to send all those pictures out. So we need to think about how we can make that pay, whether that be a different kind of membership structure of some sort, or whether it just be then commission to sell spares and coins and bits and bobs, or so much per lot to list it. I don't know. I'll have a think about it, and see how we can make it work, really. So yeah, that's where I'm up to on all of that lot. What have we got here? Awesome Horrors. Yeah, we'll be doing auction horrors again. They're always good fun. And I've already had inquiries in, believe it or not, from a couple of collections, whole collection to sell. So yeah, it's been a bit mad in the past couple of days since I announced what we intend to do. So hopefully the futures are bright, as they say. Chaotic, probably, but bright. And then hopefully, eventually, in the meantime, we can get the Elephant House roof done, the main bit done, and once this house is all sorted out and sold, so I can move back to Leamington permanently, then crack on, hopefully as we were before, pretty much. We'll see. Unless Boris comes up with any more stupid rules, of course, which wouldn't surprise me in the least. So there we are. Hopefully that makes sense for everyone. Any questions, comments, let me know down below. Also have a think about, it's a week and a half away or whatever it is to the Northampton get-together. There's a bit of a list on the website of stuff that's coming. If you're coming and bringing something, you don't have to bring something, but hopefully most people will. That's kind of the idea of it. If nobody brings anything, there'll be nothing to look at, will there? So it doesn't have to be anything particularly special. It doesn't have to be a slot machine. A couple of people have asked. No, it can be anything really. You think it'd just be interesting for other people to look at. Could just be photographs of your collection if it's not easy for you to physically get them there. If you collect, I don't know, pinball machines, you're not going to want to bring a pinball machine, are you? But you could perhaps bring your photograph album of your pinball machines. Or, I don't know, you might collect flyers or something or whatever. Just have a think. Ouch. Yeah, and let me know, then I'll add it onto the list. So there we are. Have I got anything else to report tonight? I don't think I have really. It's probably be a bit of a short, sharp one. Next video will be Friday as usual, he says. Although I'm trying to get organised so I can go filming at Paul's on Friday, if he's in, which hopefully he is. Because it looks like the weather might be nice. Which might be tricky to do a Friday evening video, but I'll let you all know on that in due course. Other than that, we carrying on really. So the videos, the 5 machines are put up today. I'll video those tomorrow and get those listed. Paul says he's home Friday, that's good. Pencil that in then, Paul. And I'll confirm in due course. Yes, the 5 machines, I was saying, I'll video those tomorrow, so keep an eye out for them. It'll probably be later afternoon by the time they actually get uploaded, obviously, by the time I've shot them and edited them. Yeah. Anything else to report? Can't think of anything. Any questions, let me know. Any comments, any bright ideas, you know where I am. Fire away. And yeah, all good. Marvellous. What else was I going to say? Something. It's completely gone. Oh yes, Leamington this week. I probably won't be in Leamington this week by looking at the week now, but I will be next week at some point. So if you've got anything to collect and you want to collect from Leamington, get in touch with me. And we'll find a day next week sometime. Probably be earlier. Probably might be Tuesday, something like that. I guess Tuesday or Wednesday. If you've got anything to collect or drop off in Leamington, let me know. Right, I think that's probably it. So if anyone needs to know anything or anything to say, speak now or forever hold your whatsits. Oh, I had some nice pictures come through today of a 1974 copy of the coin slot. Hang on a minute, let me go back to it if I can find it again. What have I done with it? Bear with me. Yeah, it's a 68-page coin slot special for the 1974 trade show, the ATE show, basically, with some great adverts in it, which I'll hopefully borrow in due course and scan the hell out of it. A few odd pictures I got sent here are the Nick's Sales Shooter Fruit. Remember we looked at that a couple of weeks ago when we were looking at all the Nixon stuff, some Jameson stuff, bingo floor console, bingo wall machines, streets, snaps, derby races, penny rolls, steerer thingies, super spooky shoots, big shots, coloramas, wheeler-ins, all that stuff, Whitakers. And nice big adverts with big photographs, which is great. Something on there on Whitakers, I don't recognise what it is, so it's interesting. Yes, it was the 1974 AT at the Alley Pally in London. Advert here for Crompton's. They were exhibiting the Clean Sweep, Mini Falls, Star Soccer, Island Changer, Lucky Strike, Ball Gun Vendor, Double Falls, Penny Falls, Screwball, Console Changer, Tutti Frutti and Clown Around. Etc. So that's coming soon, that'd be great. Yeah, all good stuff. Right. Oh look, there's a picture when Jessie came to see us. It was a good fun day. The tea's gone cold. Ugh. So that's it from me. So we'll catch up again, possibly Friday night. If I don't think I'm going to be back in Friday night in time, if I'm at Paul's filming, I'll put something on the website or Instagram or whatever to let you know. But you'll see, obviously, if no videos appears, you know why. And if not, we'll catch up Sunday. Right, night Greg, night everybody else. Catch up soon. Have a jolly week. Night to night.